Hi dear parents, welcome back to another math hour. Today I'll just tell you how to graph and find the slope and y-intercept of a basic linear equation right over here. As you can see, you got minus 6x plus 5y equals minus 10. Now, again, before we do anything, it must be remembered that all linear equations must look like this format. Y equals mx plus b, because this is what every linear equation should look like in order for us to plot it on the graph. Now, if you recall, the m stands for slope, or the slant of a line, and the b stands for the y-intercept. Where does that line cut into the y-axis? So first things first, as you can see, this equation has not been set up like this in this manner. So we're going to have to do that. Y goes on the left side, everything else will go on the right side. So let's bring that equation down. So we have minus 6x plus 5y equals minus 10. So what stays on the left side? Well, it's going to be your 5y. 5 stays with the family, so we keep it together. Everything else will go on the right side. So since x, I would like the x format to stay this way. I'll bring the minus 6 first to the right side, and it becomes plus 6x. And of course, minus 10 stays minus 10. Now this looks a lot better now, right? It does look like y equals mx plus b format. We still have a slight problem though. We've got 5. We have family with the y. Y needs to be independent. It needs to be on its own. So in order to get rid of the 5, we must divide this side by 5. And whatever you do on the left side, you divide on the right side as well. So as you can see, 5 divided by 5 becomes just good old y. And on the right side, you're going to get 6x minus 10 divided by 5 as well. Now you could stop right there if you want, but I want to show you that this equation, 6x minus 10 over 5, can also be written as 6 over 5x minus 10 divided by 5. And as you can see, 6 over 5x and 10 divided by 5 becomes 2, so it'll just be minus 2. And there we go. We have set up our equation into the standard linear equation form. So minus 6x plus 5y equals minus 10 is now y equals 6 over 5x minus 2. And now, based on this, you can automatically tell what the slope is. The slope is the m. That means the number next to the x. And in this case, the number next to the x is 6 over 5. Automatically, I've got the answer there. 6 over 5 is my slope. And you can write that as a decimal as well, or a mixed fraction. Now, to find the y-intercept, if you remember, the y-intercept simply means that you need to put some coordinate points. So, for example, oh, well, in this case, you don't even have to do that. Y-intercept is given to you. It's right over here. It is minus 2. That's the y-intercept. And that's basically how you do this. You could go the longer way. You could plot some points. You could use the x and y chart and find some coordinate points. When x is 0, y is going to be minus 2, like that. When x is 1, y is something. And you can go about it that way as well. But the whole point is that you're supposed to rearrange this equation and into a y equals mx plus b format. And once you do that, you got your slope and you got your y-intercept already given to you, as you can see over here. And that's basically how you find out the slope and y-intercept, just by changing or manipulating the equation. You know what? Let me show you another example. Let me give you another example on how to do this. Let's try an equation. Let's see. Let's try 5x plus 6y equals minus 12. Okay. 5x plus 6y equals minus 12. Already you guys can see that this is not in the appropriate y equals mx plus b format, which is what we want it to be. This is what we want. So let's do that. So 6y stays on the left side, Everything else goes on the right side. So 5x turns into minus 5x, and minus 12 stays the same. But of course, remember, y has family with it. Y's got 6. We can't have family. It needs to be independent. So divided by 6 on this side, divided by 6 on this side, and divided by 6 on this side. So 6 divided by 6 just becomes y. Next becomes minus 5 over 6x. And of course, minus 12 divided by 6, which is 2. And there we go. We have now changed 5x plus 6y equals minus 12 to the appropriate linear equation standard. And using this, I can now find out my slope. My slope is the number next to the x. So that is my slope, m equals minus 5 over 6. And my y-intercept is the number right over here. And in this case, it's minus 2. And this is basically how you find out the slope and y-intercept when given a linear equation, which you just need to manipulate into the proper standard form. Thank you.